Hi there and welcome to Extreme Niche Empires. My name is Sean Donahoe. You may or may not know me, but I'm going to reveal today some very important secrets that may have been holding you back from success. So what we're going to do today is have a little bit of fun. We're going to do a little bit of myth busting. And I don't quite have the moustache that Jamie does, if you've seen that Discovery show, but hey, we're going to have a little bit of fun tackling 6 of the biggest lies and myths in the internet marketing industry and the affiliate marketing industry as well. So let's get started. Let's tackle the first of 6 myths. Okay, the first myth is probably the biggest myth of all. You can get rich quick online. Now, here's the thing, guys. Unless you win the lottery or you have a long-lost uncle who's an oil baron who suddenly left you everything, you're not going to get rich quick. Either way, offline or online. But unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there who are touting all sorts of get-rich-quick schemes, push-button millionaires. Hey, you push this button, you use this software, you're going to be a millionaire within 90 days. Yeah, really? I'm afraid not. And I hate to shatter that illusion because a lot of people buy into that. And I'll tell you what, when I first started online, I fell for a lot of those scams as well. But the truth is, you can get very wealthy online. But it's not as simple as pressing a button or using some magic software that's going to spit out $100 bills from your CD drive. It doesn't work like that, I'm afraid. What it does take is a solid plan of action, implementing that plan of action, and scale and automation. Now, this is 2 things I tell all my students. The best way to make money online is scale and automation. Whatever you're doing. I'll give you an example. If you did one thing right now that made you $10 a day, and it was just autopilot, boom, $10 a day, $10 a day, $10 a day. To make more money, what would you do? You would repeat that and have 2 of those things going $10 a day. So that's $20 a day. And then you scale it up and automate it. Soon you're making $100 a day, $500 a day, $1,000 a day. But it takes time. It takes a solid plan that's making you profit right now, and then you scale it up. And the example I use is McDonald's. Think about this. With McDonald's, their food sucks. No one's going to say this is gourmet food. But what makes them so successful? Well, there's a McDonald's on every corner or every 2 or 3 blocks, wherever you go. And if you're, honestly, they're all over the world now. They have the same menu, same food, the same system, and it's automatic. And then they just scaled it up. Same with Coca-Cola. Very, very simple. They have one product. Well, they have lots of products, but let's just take the one drink, Coca-Cola. But you can go everywhere and get it. Scale and automation. Making the Coke is automatic. They put it in cans, they put it in bottles, but they have scale. And they put it out everywhere possible. That's how that works, but it works online too. So getting wealthy online is very much possible, but it's not get rich quick. So keep that in mind, and that's myth number 1. Okay, myth number 2 is kind of related, is that internet marketing is easy. Well, again, it comes down to one thing. It can be simplified. You can take a lot of the headaches and hassles out of it, but there are going to be roadblocks. There always are. And it doesn't matter if you're a new marketer or an experienced old-hand marketer who's been doing it for years, like me, okay? There's always a roadblock no matter what you're doing. Whenever you're innovating, whenever you're pushing your own boundaries, you're going to hit roadblocks. And the real entrepreneurs, the real successful people who make a lot of money, learn how to overcome those roadblocks. And believe me, no matter what roadblock you've hit before, someone else has been there and hit that roadblock and overcome it. So there are solutions out there to no matter what problem you are facing. All you have to do is push past it, because if you get stuck at a roadblock, you're never going to succeed. And I'll give you a little tip as well. This is something that I drill into a lot of my students' heads, is very much that you haven't failed. You just haven't succeeded yet. There is no such thing as failure. And unfortunately, 95% of people in the internet marketing realm give up. It's a very sad fact. I actually wrote a very long article about this a long time ago. But yeah, 95% of people give up. And it's a shame because, hey, if you just stick at it, you will start to see success. And that success will snowball into bigger and bigger successes. And ultimately, you will succeed online and start making a lot of money. Now, the analogy I use is the flywheel. And think about this for a moment. If you know what a flywheel is, say it's a big stone disc, okay? It takes a lot of effort to get that disc moving first of all. It takes a lot of effort. This is when you first start out. But as soon as you start getting a little momentum, it gets easier and easier to turn that until it's going at a very high speed. That's when you're really hitting your success and your profits. And then it just takes a little flick to keep that momentum going. But once you can let go and that flywheel will keep spinning for you, that's when you get everything in place. And that really is when IM becomes very easy because you've got everything automated, you've got everything scaled up, and it's running like clockwork. But it takes a while to get there, and it does take some practice, and you are going to hit roadblocks. But if you let those roadblocks stop you, you'll never really succeed online. So again, that's a little bit of a myth, but there is a solution. And every one of these myths, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, I promise. I'm not trying to be negative here. What I'm trying to show you is, hey, there is a path to success, and here's the real truth behind it. And this is what every successful entrepreneur will tell you about success and making money and becoming wealthy. So I'm trying to share these secrets with you to help you push forward. Okay, this next myth is a great one because I hear it all the time, is that affiliate marketers have it easy. Well, the truth is we kind of do. The reason being is we don't have to worry about inventory, the product deliveries, the customer service hassles. We don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It makes our lives very easy because we just get traffic and drive it to the right place. And the truth is, though, that it takes a little bit of skill to do that. Because obviously you have to generate the traffic in the first place, and there are many ways to do that. We'll cover some of those in Extreme Niche Empires when it launches on April 28th. Yes, that was a shameless plug. So when we cover all the traffic generation strategies that you need. However, it's not always easy. A lot of people tell you they've put up all sorts of great squeeze pages and blogs and offers and opportunities and not converted. Why? What's going wrong? Well, again, there are strategies and things you have to consider with affiliate marketing because your job is to get traffic and then funnel it across to a product or an offer. And sometimes that's not as easy as it seems. It's not as easy as a lot of people make it out to be. But if you have a good, solid plan of action, same thing I'm kind of saying again and again and again here, you're seeing the pattern. If you have a good, solid plan of action that shows you step by step how to do this, then you're going to be able to succeed with that and overcome those roadblocks that do stop a lot of people making money. Now, there are thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of affiliate marketers out there, but only a small percentage of them are successful. And the truth is that, again, there's major parts of the pie missing. It's a jigsaw, okay? There's a great big picture, but if you don't know what the picture is, first of all, you're not going to know where all the pieces go. And you might find that you've got pieces missing, and it's a mess. That's why you need a solid plan of action, something that you can literally start to finish, put into process, and let the system work for you. So there are different ways to do this. Again, we cover a lot of this in Extreme Niche Empires, which is launching on April 28th, in case you didn't get that. So we got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so that is myth number 3. Well, the next myth I want to tackle is a pretty good one. It is that doing business online doesn't cost anything. Now, I'm going to shatter that one right now. There are costs of doing business. Now, we're talking about real business. Now, there's lots of pie-in-the-sky quick systems that reveal an exploit or a loophole or something like that, and they say, hey, and it doesn't cost you anything to do this. Boom. Well, that's great. But how long do you think those strategies last? As soon as the loophole is plugged, boom, gone. What I concentrate on is creating businesses. I want to help you create a long-term income. I want to help you build a real online business. And the truth is that when you create a real business with long-term growth and long-term profits in mind, you do have to invest your time and effort as well as a little capital to do that. Now, in terms of business, starting a business online is a heck of a lot cheaper than it is to start an offline business or, something that's traditional, shall we say. An online business really is a very cheap and cost-effective way to make a lot of money online. But there are costs. Now, you can really minimize those costs so that even with the smallest budget, you can get started. But there are things you have to consider. For example, domain names, though you can get a domain name for $2. Hosting, you can get hosting for about $4 a month. But those are costs you have to consider. Autoresponders, so that you can send out emails and broadcast and build up mailing lists. There are cheap ways to do that as well, but they do cost money. But again, these are the basics of an online business. And even with the strategies that you may hear about or you may learn, there might be software that they recommend or tools they recommend. But a good strategy, someone that keeps the budget in mind, will also offer free or cheap alternatives that will get you going and then recommend better tools later on that you can invest in or invest your profits in. Now, for example, one of the strategies or courses we released recently was Video Marketing Goldmine. Very powerful strategy, and we had a lot of stuff that we recommended you get once you started seeing profits, but we gave free alternatives that will get you at least started. And it's the same with any good strategy. There are strategies, there are tools that will make your life a lot easier and make you a lot more productive, but they cost money. However, a good strategy will also show you how to get started with minimal budget at all. And we do that in Extreme Niche Empires as well, but we show you how to get started right now and start making money immediately. That's what we're all about here. We want you to take the strategies that we have in this course, which is launching on April 28th, another shameless plug, but you get the idea here. We want you to succeed. We want you to take a working, bulletproof strategy, apply it, and start making money immediately. That's what we're all about here, helping you succeed. So that's why we're tackling these myths today, and that is myth number 4. Okay, myth number 5 is another classic, is that it's too late. It's too late to make money. It's too late to do this. It's too late to do that because all the big niches are already taken up and there's billions of dollars, already being made by the big companies and everything else. And, everyone's got these niches sewn up. There's no room for me. Well, you know what? It's wrong. It's totally wrong. In fact, I'll tell you right now, I prefer to go after the biggest markets out there. And I'm talking billion-dollar industries. Why? Because there's a lot of money to be made out there. The bigger the pie, the better the slice you can take of it. And I would much rather have a small slice of a huge billion-dollar pie than a huge slice of $1,000 pie. That's the truth. And the bigger the markets, the more opportunities there are to fly under the radar and secure yourself a nice portion of good old greenback apple pie. Okay, so think about this for just a few moments. What would you rather have? A small slice of a billion-dollar pie or a huge slice, tiny, tiny, tiny little pie that's really insignificant? I know what I'd rather have, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do as well in this course. But the thing is here, guys, think about this. There is room for everyone because I'll tell you right now, the majority of people in niche marketing are doing it wrong. They're missing out on huge opportunities, huge swaths of traffic, and again, scale and automation. You get your fingers in as many pies as possible, and that's where you start making all of your money. And that's why a lot of people are going about niche marketing completely wrong. But that's good, because that means there's a huge opportunity for you to take up this mantle, to go out there and build yourself a real profitable business. And that's what we're going to show you how to do on April 28th. So with that being said, let's go over to the last myth, Myth number 6. Okay, this last myth is a doozy. The only big businesses are making money online. I'll tell you right now, guys, myth busted, okay? Yes, they're making a lot of money out there, okay? They've got million-dollar budgets or multi-million-dollar budgets. They're spending a fortune on pay-per-click advertising. They're out there with every ad network spending a lot of money on advertising. And you know what? I want to grab a slice of that pie. That's where I grab my money from. I take advantage of all of these huge companies with multi-million-dollar budgets, and I get them to put their money in my pocket. Now, does that sound like a dream to you? You don't have to be out there with $1 million and spending and wasting your money and throwing it away on pay-per-click or pay-per-view or banner advertising or media buys or retargeted ads and all that kind of crazy stuff. I would much rather have them come to me and put that money in my pocket for the privilege of being on my website. That's how we make our money. So the more companies are out there that's spending huge and silly sums of money on advertising, the better, because they're going to put that money in my pocket and your pocket as well. So just because there's lots of companies out there with million-dollar budgets doesn't mean that you can't make a ton of money. You just give them the opportunity to put that money in your pockets. And that's what we're all about. And that is why we're launching Extreme Niche Empires on April 28th. Now, mark that date down on your calendar, guys, because when we open the doors to this, it is going to be incredible. I am going to let you in on one of the biggest kept secrets out there in affiliate marketing. I'm going to show you how you can build an empire step by step of incredibly powerful, fully automated niche websites. And this is like nothing you have ever seen before. Now, I've got students who I've been teaching this to because I've been keeping this secret and strategy to myself for a long time. But I've shown a few students how to do this, and they're making tens of thousands of dollars every single month. You know, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 every single month by applying these exact strategies that I'm going to reveal. So, with that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I really enjoy doing these things. I love showing you behind the scenes of what we do and also trying to help you get the right mindset for success. And that's why I really wanted to tackle these myths, because well, you know as well as I do, there's been a lot of crap put out there recently. A lot of lies, a lot of false and empty promises, and it really sickens me to see all that being out there and seeing people like you being taken advantage of. Now, I'm here with you right now. I want to help you kind of level the playing field, give you some real strategies and real methods that you can apply. And I will personally show you how to create your own business step by step. But we're doing that on April 28th. But before then, we do have a couple of more videos that I will show you some really cool stuff. And in the next video, I'm actually going to interview one of my students who went from 0 to 6-figure income in just 6 months, applying the strategies that you're going to learn in Extreme Niche Empires. So keep an eye on your email for that. We're going to talk about literally all the real stuff that's going on behind the scenes, how he did it, why he did it, where he came from. And you guys are going to completely relate to this story because it's the same story I hear time and time again. It's a guy who struggled with nothing, then applied these strategies, and then just his profits and success skyrocketed. It's what I hope to do for you, but I thought rather than show you all sorts of proof of income and all that kind of stuff that honestly a lot of people manipulate, I thought you'd get it from the horse's mouth. Someone who's been there, applied these strategies, and succeeded. So that will be the next video in just a few days, so keep your eyes out for that, and I will see you real soon. Take care, keep it real. You know what, guys? I almost forgot. Right below me, you'll see a countdown clock, but you'll also see a Twitter and Facebook share button as well. If you think the information in this myth-busting video will be beneficial to any of your friends, hey, send it to them. Let them know. Hit it on Twitter, hit it on Facebook, get it out there. The more people that learn this, hey, you could be helping them save a lot of money in the future by wasting it on empty promises and lies and all that rubbish out there. And another thing we got going on down there is we also have a box for comments and feedback. So if you've enjoyed this video, if you want to leave some feedback, let me know. I love reading these things, and if I can, I'll answer back to everyone that has a question, maybe help a couple of people out. Hey, that's what this is all about. So I'll try my best to keep up with that, but I do love reading your feedback because it helps me shape what we do in terms of our courses and everything else, so we can help you succeed where so far you've been struggling. So I look forward to reading that, and I'll see you real soon.